Hey up everybody, it's Monday morning and I'm having my first ever run in the Li Ning Red Hare 9 Ultras, and I'm just doing a 60 minutes easy today, but that drops in absolutely perfect because the whole point of my first run in any shoe is to find out if it's comfortable, if there's any hot spots, does it fit properly, because to me those are the most important things of any shoe. Regardless of how much a shoe costs, if I'm getting a hot spot or if it's uncomfortable or it's hurting me in any way, then that shoe's useless and I'll never wear it. But I can report I ordered this shoe in my normal size and it fits me just right. It's not too long, it's not too short. For me, it's true to size. I have seen reports where some people have mentioned that the midfoot feels a bit narrow to them, and I'm not getting that at all. I've got a very boring normal size foot that's not wide, not thin. It's your average size on the width, and it just feels so nice and comfortable in these shoes. So that's an absolute win. How it feels to run in, that is really a delight, because these shoes have got a really chunky midsole. I think from memory it's 46 millimeters on the heel, 37 at the front, give it a 9mm drop. I'll double check all them stats. I'll give you all the stats and details probably Wednesday or Friday, but it's a big chunky maximum stack shoe, and when you put your foot down it's absorbing every foot strike. Really smooth. It's so nice to feel how it's soaking up every impact, but it's not done in a soft and squishy wasteful marshmallow way. The ride, it's putting a smile on my face. It's got the section in the midsole. Again, I'm not going to go into the details, we'll save that for another day. But it's actually, for a maximum stack shoe, it's really responsive. I'm actually looking forward to the later runs in the week when I can put some work into it and see what it actually feels like. These shoes cost me, delivered, £99 and a few pence. Brand new, sent to me all the way from China using AliExpress. And if you've not used AliExpress before and you've got any worries about that, I can tell you I've had no problems whatsoever. I've bought many things from it, and it's just no different to Amazon. If you're comfortable with Amazon, then there's no reason why you can't be comfortable with AliExpress. But £99, when you compare that to other max stack shoes that are full of technology from other manufacturers, you get to see what an absolute bargain you're getting. You're getting so much for your money with this one. But let's see how it stacks up, because I don't want to sing its praises. I want to give an honest review. Tomorrow we've got a sub-threshold run and I'm going to be putting some work into it, and you're going to get to know exactly how it feels for each and every kind of run throughout the week. But I've gone on for quite long enough now, so until tomorrow's sub-threshold interval run, I'll sit it. Hey up everybody, it's Tuesday morning. I've just finished my 3x10 minutes interval session wearing the Li Ning Red Hare 9 Ultras, and I'm going to give you my thoughts of these shoes while they're still fresh in my mind. And today's session was one of those days when just getting out of bed and getting out the door was difficult, but I'm glad I did get out and get it done, because these shoes did put a smile on my face. They are marketed as an easy day shoe. They've got a big 46 or 47mm heel stack, but when you put the work into them, the Super Boom Capsule really does give you a bit of pop. You can pick the pace up in these, no problem. When you're running along a good interval session, you can't feel that you've got what should feel like a big shoe on your foot. It almost disappears. I'm really pleased and impressed with these shoes so far. So that's my thoughts for today. Tomorrow we've got another easy run, and I'll probably go more about the stats, the measurements, all the data that you all want to hear about, and the price point. I did mention the price yesterday, £99 delivered. Can't believe it. But that's today done. I've got to get going, so until tomorrow, I'll see thee. Hi up everybody, welcome to Wednesday morning. And while I'm out doing my 60 minutes easy run today, I thought I'd talk about the stats and features of the Li Ning Red Hare 9 Ultra that I'm reviewing this week. First thing to mention is the price. It was £99 and a few pence. I can't remember the pence, but I'll put it on the screen and I'll put the US dollar equivalent. So amazing value. Looking at the shoe itself, the heel counter is really nice and firm. It's holding my heel in place lovely. There's no slip there, and I've chosen this route to run on today because it's got some undulations, and I just want to see what the lockdown's like. And I can confirm the lockdown in this shoe is absolutely fantastic. The shoe itself, the size of it, fits me true to size. I have to tell you a little caveat with this though, because Li Ning do the European sizes a bit odd, let's be honest. So I'm a European size 42. I don't use the UK sizings anymore because if anybody has bought the traditional Adidas, Nike, Saucony, all the Western brands in the UK sizes, there's so much variation. Normally with an Adidas I've got to go half a size up. Nike pretty much true to size, except for a couple of the models where I've got to come down half a size. So I've binned all the UK sizes. I use European. I'm European size 42, and that's suited me well. But when the shoes arrived, the very first Li Nings that I ordered, they were size 42 and 1/3, which did worry me, but the shoes fit perfectly fine. And looking into it, the main size to check and compare against is a Chinese size, because that's in millimeters. And the very first shoes I had, the Fedian 5 Challengers, they were a size 42 and 1/3, and the Chinese size was 265. So I used that information when I bought my 6 Elites, and they fit me exactly the same. And I used that same information when I bought these Red Hares, and these fit me exactly the same. So on the label it says 42 and 1/3, and the CN size is 265. So exactly what I expected, and it fits me exactly the same as the other shoes I bought using that same size guide. The lacing system, it's just standard eyelets. It does have the extra eyelet for the runner's knot, which I will always use, which probably explains the amazing lockdown. But if there's an extra eyelet there to use, I'm going to use it. I'm not going to be that one who tries to get away with it and then has to stop and redo shoelaces 10 minutes down the road on a first run. The upper is really breathable. We have had some warm, humid weather this week, and I've got no complaints with the upper at all. Flipping the shoe over onto the outsole, it's Li Ning's GCU, ground control unit, which is super grippy. We haven't had any wet weather for me to try the Red Hares in yet, but it looks to be the same kind of outsole that's on the 6 Elites and the Challenger 5, and it's a really good grippy outsole. Onto the bit you've been waiting for, the actual midsole. So these are a max stack shoe. The heel is 46 millimeters from memory, and the forefoot is 37 millimeters, giving a 9 millimeter heel to toe drop. The midsole composition itself, looking really close at the bottom layer, because it's a 3-layer system. The bottom layer looks to be beaded. The top layer It looks to be nice and smooth, like their normal, not their normal, their premium top Super Boom foam. But the thing that makes this shoe stand out above all others is that layer in the middle, and that's called a Super Boom Capsule. That is their best Super Boom foam wrapped in a polymer. And the idea with that is that when your foot compresses down, you get all that lovely softness and absorption, but the polymer stops the air from coming out of the foam, so it gives it an extra bit of pop. It gives it some more rebound quality, and it really does make it a very special ride. I do have some other Max Stack shoes, and I've got to be honest, these are by far so much better than them. They are really, really stable to run in. I don't feel as if I've got a really big wobbly wedge of foam underneath my foot. It is really comfortable, but also, wait for that lorry to go. Right, that traffic's gone now. So they are really comfortable, but they do give a surprising amount of rebound as well. They really do feel very, very nice shoes to wear. Super comfortable, and it's that kind of shoe that you can pretty much put on your feet for whatever you want to run in. I'm a big believer that shoes are worn for whatever you want. If a manufacturer says this is our easy day shoe and you like doing your quicker efforts in it, you use it for what you want to use, not what other people tell you to. And so far, this to me, even though it's a Max Stack, I kind of put in the kind of daily category, because it's certainly one that I could use for anything. It's very, very good for easy runs like now, but you can use it for a tempo run. You could use it for a sub-threshold without any problems. So that's my thoughts for today. I'm going to leave it there, and tomorrow we've got another interval session, so we'll see how it goes on the longer intervals then. So until then, I'll see you. Hi up everybody, it's Thursday morning and I've just finished my run wearing the Li Ning Red Hare 9 Ultras, and I'm going to give you my thoughts about these shoes while they're still fresh in my mind. Today's run was a progressional run. I started at what is for me about a steady pace and went all the way through the gears, every kilometre increasing speed until I got to roughly just a touch off my half marathon pace. And the shoes performed absolutely perfectly, and if I'm honest, I think that's the kind of workload that these shoes are going to be suited for me. They're not obviously a fast race shoe, but they are a very, very capable training shoe. Picking up the paces still puts a smile on my face. I still enjoy running fast in these, but I think if I'm going to put them in a category, they're going to be mainly used for my easy runs, going through to some of the longer distance training miles, because they are fantastic cruisers. They're the kind of shoe you just get up to a pace and just cruise along for miles and miles and miles in absolute blissful comfort, getting a smile on your face from that Super Boom Capsule. They are really as far as training shoes go, they're my current favourites. Obviously racing shoes is a different category altogether, so you can't really compare, but I am so pleased with these. But that's today's thoughts for the shoe. Tomorrow we've got an easy run. Saturday I'm going to do a park run. I'm going to let the red mist come down a bit and see what these shoes can do at quite high, for me, intensities and paces, and we'll have a chat about it then. But for now, I'll see thee. Hi up everybody, it's Friday morning and this is my third 60-minute easy run wearing the Li Ning Red Hare 9 Ultras, and I'm going to talk about these shoes while I'm actually out running in them. And today's really a recap, because I'm not going to discover anything new about them today that I haven't done on the other previous 60-minute runs. So as a quick overview of what we've done so far, as far as the stats and features go, 235 grams, which is super light for a max stack trainer. Super comfortable, really grippy outsole, fantastic midsole with the Super Boom Capsule that not only soaks up all the impact from running, but actually gives you a bit of pop as well and puts a smile on your face while you're running. The price, £99 delivered to my door, and right top of the shop, important more than anything, is just how much fun they are. They are one of those shoes that I'm going to be reaching for over and above so many others, just because I enjoy them so much, regardless of performance or regardless of whatever. I just put these on and I just feel like I could run for hours and hours. They are an incredible shoe. So I think that pretty much sums up today. Tomorrow I'm going to be putting a really hard effort into a park run. We'll do a bit of a 5k time trial, and I'm not expecting fireworks. They don't have the fine tuning of a race shoe, so I'm not going to be getting any amazing times, but I can guarantee I'll have a smile on my face. So until tomorrow's park run, I'll see thee. Hi up everybody, it's Saturday morning. I've just finished Nantgaredig Parkrun wearing the Li Ning Red Hare 9 Ultras, and I'm going to give you my thoughts about these shoes while they're still fresh in my mind. And I've just punched out a really respectable time, under 19 minutes and 20 seconds. It said 19:18 on my watch, which is really impressive to say these are a shoe that are basically marketed as a daily trainer, a max stack, long distance comfort shoe. They really can pick the pace up when you decide to push them hard. The Super Boom Capsule, it is really responsive. It does give you that bit of a pop when you're pushing hard, and if you do wear these shoes and want to pick the pace up a bit, it's there sat waiting for you. So that's today's little bit of review done. Tomorrow we've got the long run, so until tomorrow, I'll see thee. Hey up everybody, I'm 90 minutes into my Sunday long run wearing the Li Ning Red Hare 9 Ultras, and I'm going to give you my thoughts about these shoes while I'm still running. And for a long run, these are absolutely exceptional. They are so comfortable. Like I said, 90 minutes in, my feet feel as fresh as when I first set off. The max stack midsole is absorbing all that impact, but that Super Boom Capsule, it's making it a lot of fun. It really is one of the most fun shoes I've ever had on my feet. I am so pleased I bought these shoes. I've just got so many different uses that I can include them in my rotation for. They are exceptional at the longer and slower stuff, but you can pick the pace up. You can lean into it and get some good times. When I did the Parkrun yesterday, I actually got the age category record for that course wearing these shoes. So as far as all-rounders go, these get the thumbs up from me. But that kind of wraps it all up now. In summary, if you want a shoe that's exceptionally comfortable, that you can wear for your really long runs, your easy runs, your recovery runs, but every now and again you just want to pick the pace up just for the fun of it, these are the ones for you. Size wise, they are true to size for me. The width is normal. What more can I say about them? The price, £99. That really shames so many other shoes There's nothing in this price range from the well-known brands that even come close to how good this shoe is. So have a look, do your own research, don't just watch my review, watch what other people are saying, because these are phenomenal shoes. And that's it for today. So until the next shoe review, I'll see you there.